A sleepwalking frequency, a trail of tailored zombies, consciousness clouded in vanity, walking alone in manufactured unity. A construct so curious, connecting every single one of us, reflected in this distorted looking glass, and then projected. So as we fall in line and blind our minds, as we try to refine the truth inside, as we desperately try to hide that we're ruled by pride, castles made of sand get lost in the tide. Do you feel alive? And what's your perception of alive? Treading water in a turbulent, trading mediocrity for enlightenment. Do you know yourself? And who do you think you even know? An unrealistic projection, an idealistic expectation of perfection? All we are is our own perception. We just exist here, some more alive than most. Revolving Flintstones backdrop, pocket full of copy and paste to reduce my response time. Maybe I just need some sleep. Maybe I just need my bed. Turn the TV off and jot down all of the thoughts inside my head, like consciousness is nothing more than a TV signal. Your brain ain't at the centre, it's simply a receptacle. And when that fuse blows, the transmission continues. Stop acting like this world can't progress without you. I assume you're all clapping and cheering at home, so thank you. Thank you. Board up the windows, lock the doors. I'm not part of your world anymore, not represented by your hate. I've got enough insecurities on my own plate to keep me belly full. I'm not a fool, but I'll happily play that role if it means you leave me the fuck alone. If it means I get to spend some time at home on my own alone, but rarely ever lonely. I always enjoy the silence and dig my own company. And I enjoy the company of others, but they're few and far between. It's not like I'm anti-humanity. It's just sometimes you're all a bit of a letdown to me. So I shut the blinds to keep my mind blind to the cold world outside, but it keeps seeping in. Reality, it keeps creeping in. These walls don't fall, they just keep crumbling. These fingers freeze and don't do a goddamn thing as I desperately try to disconnect these cables, but I don't seem to be able. This rickety old bridge is no longer that stable. She said, when you get like this, you're a nightmare to deal with. I'm sick of your symbolic diagnostics and self-destructive characteristics, and the fires you're setting are burning bridges that you could do with. You need more in your life than idea and kitten kisses. I said true, but often feel like I'm living my life in the wrong movie. It's like audition for Jack Burton wound up as an extra in a romantic comedy, and it's not even like I got to play Paul Rudd's best friend. I was the dude who was way off in the back when they broke up in that cafe, and I was told how to react. For some reason, life always seem like that, and it's hard to build bridges when you're busy building walls, and it's hard to watch the darkness make so many good people fall, and it's hard to stand tall when you carry so much regret on your shoulders. When you start to get older and you worry you're just getting colder, I'll be alright. Thanks for the advice, the thought was nice. Now I'm going to go to bed, kiss my kitten goodnight and sleep for never. I'll see you later. Erratic energy, elegantly flowing with effortless motion, lost to the breeze, disconnected from the ocean. A wayward river, destructive in nature, a confluence of consciousness, this river entwines, connecting us. Turbulent, inconsistent, isolated, conflicted, a solo journey, the path of most resistance. The river shivered with indifference as the sunlight hit your golden, dancing like flames through the night. Okay, wait, let's escape this landscape, move forward and forsake this physical boundary, embrace a collective reality, embrace what we are to we, embrace the else they ain't what they seem, embrace me a damn fine cup of tea. This is home, this is serenity, this is the place, this is exactly the way it is supposed to be, and if it only lasts for a moment, well fuck it, I'll hold it in my heart and memories for eternity. But incidentally, the symmetry of this energy was a trip to me. It lasted for eternity, flowed through infinity, nature bowing to its simplicity, consciousness constructed by its complexity, 1,000 ships for its beauty, a blue rose wrapped in its own mystery, Schrodinger's theory, where nothing exists outside this pocket reality that we created so effortlessly. The calm was overwhelming, a reflection of heaven that was set in our collective imaginations, but fuck me was it compelling. Trapped between those two worlds, tracing those three words, never to be heard, never to be observed, forever known, forever owned. Those words, they aren't alone, I write them from my home. Trace them onto your skin so they dissolve. So nobody will ever know, but I know I'll just lay here and hope this lasts forever, 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 ever. And as our paths inevitably do part, live my heart with a to be continued question mark. I know that if I don't kiss you now, you might be gone forever, and as our paths inevitably do part, live my heart with a to be continued question mark. I know that if I don't kiss you now, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my days. These palms are sweaty, eyes red, a bit heavy. This room gives a smoky view and I'm ready, I'm nervous. But my focus must remain on my purpose to drop bombs on Rainbow Road. Shotgun Wario, let's a go. I picked while you were bickering over Cooper and Toad. I was busy rocking purple and yellow, crossback girl with a black lodge to Mario. Now the key is counting down, counting 3, 2, 1. I'm a big pimp with a crooked moustache. Listen to my evil laugh as I blast you and go past with my red shell, son. Don't even try and run. I'm like Scary Terry, yeah, Cooper, here I come. Because you can run, but you can't hide, bitch. Throwing banana skins at you until they hit and you slip and you trip and oh shit. Suddenly you're in 4th position. Throwing green shells at Princess with all the skill and the precision of the Emerald Archer as I drive straight past her, leaving banana skins in her path, leading her to her next disaster. Because I'm the master of bananas, a green shell Nostradamus. My ricochet game is insane. I'm gonna hit you with a bomb from so far away. Then into 2nd place I do skip, kiss my dick as I slip off into the distance. Now all I see is that little fungi prick load up on green shells and blow him to shit, but I missed. And now I'm pissed. Shania Twain would be less than impressed. But now I'm stressed because at best there's only a third of the lap left. I need to take off stress and reassess my next steps when from out of nowhere a blue shell came from behind it, blasted Toad over the side and into 1st place I did slide. And then the last thing that he did here, as into the void he continued to spin, was, well, I'm a Wario. I'm a gonna win. So I fucked that up a little bit, that one. Couple little bits here and there. But if you want to hear a non-fucked up version, then my poetry album's on Spotify and all the good places. Not that Spotify's a particularly good place, but it's in all the streamy places and on Bandcamp. So go and listen to a non-fucked up version on Bandcamp. In fact, any time you hear a fuck up, it's more of just a little push to put you in the right direction to go listen to the proper version. There you go. It's all intentional. It's all intentional. It was over like that, quicker than a finger snap. Another teardrop lost to the ocean. Now this guilt I built slowly breaks my back, but that's enough of that. You can't control somebody else's destiny. Do I want you alive for you or do I want you alive for me? But don't answer that. We all saw you blindly running, living life with the false presumption that the reconstruction of your heart would be that much more sudden, but your walls started crumbling. Mindset set to self-destruction, constantly conflicted by complex contradictions, effortlessly engulfed by endless expectations. Disney fantasies broke her heart into reality, so she kissed goodbye to the night and slowly fell into infinity. I'm not angry, I'm just sad. I'm just glad for the times that we share together. And even though BFFF forever only seemed to last for a fraction of for now, I'm just glad I got to call you a friend for a minute. Innit? That was for my friend Lisa, who I lost when we were 18. I'm going to have her hopefully do like a little music EP, a little poetry for lost friends kind of thing. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually with that. I want true democracy without a media bias. I want gender and race to no longer define us. I want to watch a DC movie that doesn't cause me emotional harm. I want to run across the beach and jump into my own arms. I want Zack Snyder to stop making movies. I want Tatiana Maslany to be cast as every member of the Justice League. I want a pair of those glasses that Roddy Piper had and they lived, then people can see what a piece of shit lizard Rupert Murdoch really is. I want people to stop saying that only God can judge me. I want people to stop typing LOL if they're not really laughing. I want you to stop using your upbringing as an excuse for being a cunt. I want Ambush Bug to finally get an animated series of his own. I want vegan Haribo that don't taste like shit. I want Jar Jar Binks to finally be revealed to be the Sith Lord that he really is. I want you to stop forcing your opinions of religion onto children. Leave those poor fucks alone until they're old enough to make mistakes on their own. I want a button on Tinder that matches me exclusively with gingers. Girls with plenty of attitude that look at me like, who the fuck are you? I want a grubs, I want my own banana stands. These right here, well, they're my list of demands. I want new episodes of The Cape. I want new episodes of Stargate. I want new episodes of Farscape. And if we could get Jericho back to, that would be wicked. I want to watch Game of Thrones, but I want to finish the books first. It's not like a thirst for the written verse. It's more that I fucking hate Emilia Clarke's acting. I want you to stop reacting to this world like it's a burden. It's beautiful, heartbreaking, frustrating. I want to know where the lighter fluid came from. I want you to stop chewing with your fucking mouth open, for real. Fucking cut that shit out, okay? I want to live in a society that cares less about money and more about empathy, void of all bigotry. And ideally no Tories, they can kiss my dick and say thanks for it. I want to stop collecting regrets like the world's shittest poker decks. I want to leave your society and open a cat and penguin sanctuary. I want you to see how perfect you are and not just how perfect you are to me. I want to make you listen to idea and watch your mind expand. These right here, well, they're my list of demands. Right, I'm going to do a couple more, maybe 2 or 3 more. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. I don't know what to do now. Okay, cool. She said, I love you. No, you don't, you thought. If you're honest with yourself, what you really mean to say is, I'm used to occupying the same space as you. I'm used to the day-to-day mundane that we continue to pursue. I'm used to all of the things that a relationship brings, but I think these feelings are continuing to depart from the heart. And I'm sure that from the very start, they're not as penetrating as I was originally led to believe. He's sure she wants to leave, to pack her shit up and flee, to a place that's far more appealing for her to be, which he's pretty sure is anywhere than right there as part of that we. So he sits and looks at her and tries to work out when that moment of love in her eyes turns not to despise, but more to indifference, to unwanting, to nothing, just cold. And as he reflects, was it regret or just general disinterest in this relationship? And he was sure he did his best, and he thought if they talked they could walk through their discord and put one more breath into this dire mess, that he would still confess was hands down the best and the greatest love that he would ever accomplish. And they say what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. But when your heart's been consistently ripped out, the repair time can be longer. And the resulting structure might not be quite so stable. You might not be quite so able to withstand another onslaught. So at this point, he realises that about 1.5 minutes of real time has gone by and she's still stood there waiting for a reply. Yeah, I love you too. Not that it fucking matters to you, he thought to himself. The ocean was a vast and silent abyss. We danced like fearless children on purple waves of creation before our egos replaced dream with expectation. We watched the tun rise from the nun and set forth a series of events that would inevitably lead to our final kiss. Fingers entwined as we tipped our way to the edge of the multiverse, tracing multi-dimensional ley lines, each one leading back to our first touch. Tracing new constellations onto your skin, mapping out new timelines that birth life, death, love, hate, beauty, pain, true balance. Together as Sar, we sit by the river watching countless worlds born then blink out of existence. We witness the first reigns of Atlantis as off into the distance gods and peasants acquiesce to their sentences, filling pyramids with ancient secrets that will soon be considered by the smartest of all as mythology. We play Kiss Chase on Mars, dance to Idea amongst the stars. You took a fat cat nap on my lap, and as I stroked your hair, I studied the Akashic records to see if Zack Snyder was ever going to make a decent movie, or at least one that vaguely moves me. We parked on Mulholland Drive, I kissed you one last time, stroked your hair, held back my cry. And as each bird chirps its next goodbye, I'm desperately trying to hold on to that vivid feeling that is you, that is your kiss. Before the distance seems further, the minutes seem longer, and now I'm torn asunder, lost in a world without you. But you're always with me, in dreams. And if all dreams are as simply windows to parallel universes and alternate versions of us, then I never want to wake up again. because I miss you so fucking much. We got there. I started the last one and got about 2-3 lines into it. Just started choking. So I was like, right, let's quickly make myself a tea. We'll quickly get back to these last few poems. So let's do another couple before we wrap this up. Cool. So he was sitting there completely void of focus. He was searching for a purpose. He was trying to find a balance. He was watching the walls fall around him, and he let them. All the emptiness within him was consuming him ever since she left him. But he's still not sure what went wrong. One moment she was there and the next she had left. After he saved her from the grips from an ape called Donkey, now he's chilling heartbroken in Brooklyn with his brother Luigi. But luckily work's been pretty crazy lately. The sewers are overrun with turtles the size of the arm, and he's not sure where they've come from, but he's just seen a weird pipe that's bright green and a note afloat aside of it, and it did read, well, hello Mario, my name is Toad and you don't know me, but the turtles you've been chasing were the part of the Koopa army. So our princess is in peril, catched by a creature named Bowser. Now the Mushroom Kingdom's in danger because he's planning on marrying her and taking a throne for his own and turning our homes into mush and our bones into dust. So if you would kindly rush and come and save us, that'd be wicked. Hopefully see you real soon. So he went home and thought, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm just a plumber and a doctor and a subpar go-kart racer. Never been all that into danger, never had a heroic nature. But the sounds of the words that I wrote in that note, this princess in the kingdom sorely need a saviour. So he steps to it with only a hint of hesitation. By the time he arrived on the other side of the pipe, he woke up in a brand new dimension. Oh, I should mention within the first 30 seconds, he fell into a hole and then he died. And then he woke up, head filled with thunder, and he started to wonder why he was back at the start. All the Koopa Troopers and the Goobers are back into their starting positions. Now he must continue his mission to save the princess in a weird as fuck kingdom. So he steps to it like this shit ain't no hassle. And even though he died many times, he finally arrived at the final level. He shot Bowser with a flower, was greeted by a woeful looking toadstool who turned to him and said, well, hello Mario, my name is Toad and you're my hero. But it turns out that the princess, well, she's in another castle. Turns out we had some bad intel, man. You never can tell who we really can trust. We've got Bowser spies amongst all of us. We use max vetting system. But to be honest with you, it's fucking useless. So now it's time for the Crimson Plumber to rise. And we're pretty sure we know which castle the princess is in this time. And if not, well, fuck it. We've got a few more that you can try. And if not, well, fuck it. We'll keep pumping you full of mushrooms. Trust me, you'll be fine. You'll never die. So flash cut now to 30 odd years later. The princess is still lost and Mario's still trying to save her. Just like Koopa, he appears to be stuck in an infinite loop, desperate to play this cat and mouse game, knowing that every single time he tries to save her life, it don't take long before she disappears right before his eyes. But still he tries. But maybe none of this ever actually happened. Maybe it's all just to make up for the fact that Pauline was never actually kidnapped. Maybe one day she just decided that it was best that she left him in his depression after coming to the realisation that sometimes you can drown trying to help somebody else swim. So, unable to deal with his solo reality, he sits on his sofa, eating mushroom after mushroom, creating adventure after adventure, putting a blonde-haired damsel at the centre, hoping that one of these days he'll save her and she'll stay, hoping that one of these days he'll save her and she'll say, thank you. I've missed you. I love you. But those words will never be heard and that princess will never return to that little Italian plumber's castle. Cheers. Again, I assume you're all clapping, hollering and whoopty-whooping at home. I appreciate it. 2 more, promise. Last 2. 4 a.m. again, I can't pretend the light ain't seeping in. If I was a gremlin, this would surely be the end, my friend. This cabin in the woods, it stood for many years, regardless of the hardships, the false flags and foolish fears. Impeccable fortress where the grass is overgrown. Maybe if I stay here long enough, the rest of the world will leave me alone. I'm never alone. Kitty's always there, looking down on me, judging my every single movement, every felt moment, woven to a tapestry. The owls are my protectors. The birds sing a pretty song. Images lining these walls line up to 111. One more daydream, then I'm done. Put the kettle on and place you comfortably under my arm now. This is not forever, this is barely even for now. Dream about you a little bit longer and avoid the sleep paralysis somehow. But for now I must reside in this solitary cabin, looking up at these tall walls and hope they don't cave in. Images of you and me help maintain this structure's stability. You're not the cause of my happy, you just add to it. At 10 a.m. again, I can't pretend the light ain't pouring in. The sheep got tired of waiting for my wired mind to expire. All of the heart on my headphones, all of the heart is what I want to own. But now I just lay here on my own and dream of you. Obviously, I'm finishing with the cat one because duh. We got this cat named Kitty, and she doesn't care too much for me. Even though I talk to her in Dothraki and do the things she needs to do, try to keep a cat healthy, I give it eats and I buy her treats. I don't get mad when she shits all over my sheets. And when she tries to kill me by tripping up my feet, I'm still like, you're so sweet. And she looks at me like, who the fuck are you? Don't you fucking look at me. Where the fuck is my food? Go to the fridge, grab the pouch, then deliver it to mouth, then fuck you, I'm out. I'm gonna go and hunt this mouse. And she kind of looks so toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, with sad eyes that hide in a little ball of fluff. Rip the shit out of your post if you don't pay her enough attention, look you dead in the eye, and be like, fuck your stuff. Pretty little kitty, not a fuck to give to me unless I come stepping with a handful of dreams. I'm like, hey, let's play, but she's way too busy, looking dead at the wall, but I can relate sincerely. Unplead and need me while she dreams of dreamies. Without a tasty treat, she barely sees me. Blood on her, the pharaohs, a kitchen if I could hold her. Gonna lose your eye if you try and hold her, but I still do love that little kitty, even though she clearly prefers my housemates to me. And although she'll never invite me to one of her cat parties, at least she's not a fucking dog. Tell me, what did you say fuck it to today? Did you say fuck it to the emotional pain, delusional chains that keep this mainframe riddled with